Hey guys, what's up? Spider Seam here. Today we're going to be making a Trinity latest Wrath of the Lich King, which is 3.3.5 private server. So to do this is really simple. I have made a video last time about how to make an Arc Emu private server, but it's a bit buggy, so I'm going to make Trinity. So the reason why I made the other video first and not this, because Arc Emu is, better for the beginners. Trinity is like, a bit modern than Arc Emu. So anyways, let's just get straight to it. Alright, so the first thing that you want to do is just download the repack from the link in the description box below, which once you download it, it's going to be like this. It's just going to look like this Trinity repack WinRAR folder. So all you need to do is just right click, extract here, and then you should find this folder. So once you have this, all you need to do is, if you want to, you can delete this, because we're not really going to need that anymore. But yeah, so once you extract it, you should find this folder. Once you have that folder, just open it up and click on open up the Judy's repack control. Now I did not make this repack, but I don't really have time to make one. I know how, I already have one, but that's my personal one. So instead, this is someone else, and I'm going to give credits to him. Thanks to Judy's Blizz-like repack, you can make this happen. And if you're planning not to make a Blizz-like server, then you can still change it inside to become however you want it to be. So anyways, you open up the Judy's repack control, and once you do that, you click on run if that appears, and then this thing should start. Judy's repack starter. So all you do is basically, this is the place where you can run anything you want. So we're going to find the MySQL first. So click on the server path. Actually, let's do the MySQL second. So let's just click on the server path, and then go to your Trinity repack folder, the one that you just downloaded. Click on core, scroll down, and then just hit OK. So there you go. When it's green, it says that it's basically found your auth server. That's the thing that will show your realms. So next we're going to open up the MySQL. So just hit Trinity repack server MySQL and hit OK, and something may have happened wrong. So let's go to the repack server MySQL. Oh yeah, I remember. MySQL, and then you have to hit on the bin. I must have missed that in the beginning. You have to hit the bin folder and then hit OK. And there you go, it's going to be green. Next is something optional, but this is the Apache. The Apache is the thing where you can run a website for your server from your computer. Now that website is going to be like the registration page and everything. For now, we're going to keep that empty because I'm going to make a video on how to basically set that up later. So now you're basically set. You can start up the MySQL. But before we do that, I hit cancel. Quit. Oops, messed up. So before we do that, and it saves everything even though you close it or restart it. So before we load up anything, let's just go check your configs. And basically your configs are already set, but let's just, go over them again. So the auth server config is in your core folder. You have to right click, open it up with Notepad or Notepad++. Now I'm going to use Notepad++ because it's the best for all this type of stuff. So here you go, you have it over here. Now this is not so big, but the world config is like way bigger. So in here you get to basically do anything you want in here. You can edit it however you want to. If you want to make your server public, then I already have a video on how to do that before, but I'm probably going to make another video for how to do it on the Trinity core. So yeah. So over here you should basically leave this alone, I guess. Everything's already set for you. Everything's done. So yeah, basically your auth server config is good to go. So now we're going to open up the world server config. You're going to open that up with Notepad or Notepad++ or anything you like, but Notepad or Notepad++ is the most common to use. So anyway, here. Next you're going to scroll down, and here you can basically also make your private server online from all these IPs. Now the 127.0.0.1 IP is your offline localhost IP. Now the localhost IP means that you're offline. This is your computer. When you have, for example, your realm list set realm list to 127.0.0.1, that means that you're going to be playing your server offline, and I'll show you all that later. So anyway, keep all this the same unless if you know what you're doing and you want to make your server public. Other than that, keep it the same, and I'm probably going to make a video for how to make your Trinity server public. And yeah, sorry if I'm talking too fast or something. I'm just trying to, get you guys done with this as quick as possible. But yeah. So also, let's just scroll down here. I'm probably gonna have to go through all this, maybe not, but I'm gonna skip through a lot. So here you can leave all that alone. You can basically change whatever you want in here. But let's skip to the most important part right here. You can make your money, like, let me just show you where that is though. Under the can't find right here. Under the server settings, you can basically change anything you want, like the realm zone, the game type. Like when you enter the game and then you select your realm, you can pick if it's a normal realm, PvP, normal, well, normal again. Role playing, PvP, which is player versus player. That's what PvP stands for. And then 16, free for all, player versus player mode, like arena PvP in all zones except reset activated places are sanctuaries. So you pick whatever you want. For now, I'm just gonna make it 0 normal. That's just me. Realm zone, you can leave that alone, or if you know what you're doing, sorry, if you know what you're doing, then you can change that. But yeah, other than that, you can leave all that alone if you want to. You can edit anything you want in here. Basically, like max who list, like how much is gonna show on the who list. Like, you know, when you get to type in /who to see how many players are online, is gonna only show you 49. But you can change that. But 49 is the default, stabled. But you can change that if you want to. So skip through here. Max player level. Now here you can change it from 1 until 255. That's what it tells you, but I never really tested it over 255. But I think that you can make it however you want it to be. I know that. I think for a fact. I'm not so sure. But max player level, you can change that to 80, even 90, 255, even 500. Maybe that'll work. But when I look at this, it makes me not really say that you can go over level 255, but I think that you can. So you can also type in like level 1, all that, and you can reach that level. So anyway, leave that 80. That's just me if you want to. My server is actually a level 255 fun server, but it's not even released yet, and I won't say anything about it right now, maybe in the end. But anyway, start player level. Once you start the game, what do you want the player level to be? Maybe you want them to be an instant 80. You begin level 80, level 1, 255. That again, I don't know, you know, it's however you want it to be. I'm gonna leave that for 1 as default. Start heroic player level. When you make, for example, a Death Knight, he starts at level 55. So what do you want him to be when he gets to start? You can leave that as 55 as the default. So yeah. And start player money, you can change it for like anything you want, but it's not like Arc Emu. If you ever watched my previous video, 100, when you type in 100, you're gonna start with 1 silver. So you do the math and figure out what you can get with that. Max honor points, you know, all that stuff, you can change it. Now let's go to the most important part that everybody really would like to change, unless if you have a Blizz-like server, then you can leave it the same. But I'm gonna skip to the part right here. I think this is the part where you basically can change your experience, everything you need. So let's just look that up real quick, because I don't really want to look for it. Here we go. So it's right here. Try to skip over here. You can basically change your rate for the XP kill, XP quest, XP explore, all that. And sorry if I sound like, you know, a bit sick in the voice. I'm not really sick, but, you know, I'm just something like that. Anyway, so when you scroll down here, you can see you can also change your movement speed to like 1's the default, the regular player walking speed. You can also change it to 10, but that's like extremely fast. It's not like Arc Emu. Arc Emu is like when you type in 1, he goes like really slow. 8 or 7 is like the regular one for Arc Emu. But here when you type in 2, he's gonna double the speed, triple, quadruple, 5 times, 6, 7, you know, like that. Let's just keep it for 1 right now. So I know that here you can change your experience somewhere. I forgot where. Right here. So right here you can change your experience kill. 1 is Blizz-like. All the 1s means Blizz-like. Now you can change that to 50, change that to 25. You can change that to anything you want. Even here and here and here. Anything. So you can change that. Rate rest in XP, rate rest in game, you know, all that stuff. You can just change it. The drop, you can also change that. It's drop money is going to double the money, triple. You still get the point, and all that, you can basically still get that. So yeah, also your health rate, like when you can read it, everything you can say. I just messed up. Everything that you change in here will show you what it actually does. Like for example, 1 is the default, and you can basically change your raid, mana, everything for the raid. So you can change everything in the world config. So this is basically the most important part for, you know, if you want to change that. But yeah. So scroll all the way to the bottom, see if there's anything important over there, and there shouldn't be. So no, so that's basically it so far for the configs. Once you're done doing what you want, you can save the file, but since I didn't really make any changes and I don't want to, I'm gonna hit no. But if you made any changes, then you should hit yes, but I'm hitting no. So there you go, the configs, you can edit them however you want, and I just show you what to edit if you want to, or anything like that. So these were the most important parts in the config, and everything basically is set. You can still run your server right now, but let me show you what you can do to basically go in the server. So since your server's online, and to make it since your server's offline, and to make it online, you need to fix that from the configs in both auth server and world server config. So since they're offline, the automatic thing is to go to your realm list.wtf, open that up, and change the realm list to set realm list 127.0.0.1. So that's basically what you should set it to, and to find that folder, it's in your World of Warcraft 3.3.5 folder, data, enus, or whatever en something you have. It could be engb, enfr, enus, anything. Point is, it's en and then something, 2 more letters or something like that. So for me, it's enus. So you're gonna open that up here, realmlist.wtf, edit it with Notepad or Notepad++, change it to set realm list 127.0.0.1. Save and exit, and then you should be able to log in. But before you do that, you have to run the server. So you run the MySQL server, hit run, and it should tell you over here, started the MySQL server. Now you hit the start auth server, and then something should pop up. There you go. You should hit allow, and there you go. The server realm name so far is Judy's Blizzlike Repack. I'm going to show you how to change that in a minute. And then you can also hit start the world server, run. Now here's who's going to run what it has to do, and then in the end, this might make me lag. So in the end, the point is that your server is going to be set to go. I mean, yeah. So before we actually go in the game and everything, let me show you how to basically change internal stuff, like the database. So to change the database, you know, to edit it, you should have a program called Navicat or HadesSQL. For this one, we're just going to use Navicat because I think it's best for beginners. So here, WoW server, and you should have the auth characters, all that stuff, if your MySQL is running. If it's not running, then it won't work. So let me show you that. If you have this error, oops, I'll show you that right now. Here, let's stop the MySQL. Stop the MySQL server. When you try to open up Navicat, it's going to tell you that you basically have this error. Connecting to our server and error. Same thing for HadesSQL. If you're going to use that, open, error. So to fix that, you just have to click start the MySQL server, run, started the MySQL server, and everything should be working perfectly. It opens, and same thing for the HadesSQL. See, everything's there. Now let's just go straight into it. So if you ever had that error, make sure that your MySQL is running. So go inside the auth and accounts. Here you should already have an account, but let's just delete that for now so I can show you how you can make an account like your own username password. Now your password over here will not show. Like ArcEmu, it does show your password like right next to your username. Here instead it shows you basically a bunch of crap that you don't even need. So you basically can make your account from here, but the easier way is from a different way, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. So anyway, you go to your auth and hit table. So here's basically all the things in here. You can click on realm list, and here's where you change the name. And here, Judy's Blizzlike Repack. So to change that, you can just type in, for example, my WoW server. You know what? Let's just type in WoW server, or let's say, yeah, sure, WoW server's fine. I'm not gonna take too long on the name. So address, local address, since it's offline, you keep it 127.0.0.1, and everything should be good. So after that, you can go back over here, and if there's anything you want to really change, then you can go ahead. But so far, there shouldn't be anything that you really want to change. But be sure that you know what you're doing. Now the RBAC account permissions, I want to talk about that. The RBAC account permissions, I mean just the RBAC itself, is everything of your, for example, like game master commands. Here, let me show you. So in here, the RBAC permissions have every single command. Instant logout, that's one. That's not really the command, but that's like what you can do. Like for example over here, NPC info, that's a command. All of these are commands, but the things on the top over here that say instant logout, that's a feature that you have on your game master. So let's go back to the tables, the RBAC right here. That's basically 3 is basically the maximum game master level, and I'll get back to that later, but you should already know this after you've watched this video. So we're gonna just go past the auth because that's basically done. The characters, basically over here you should leave everything the same unless if you know what you're doing. Now the characters, you can see this thing says characters, has every single character that has ever logged in or created an account in the game. So if you, for example, made a character, you're gonna find him over here and you can delete him off the whole server and everything. So yeah, so you can go back here, change anything you want, but there shouldn't be anything that you need to change. If you want to change something, be sure you know what you're doing. So next, let's go into the world. Now here is where everything is interesting. You can basically see the command. Here it is. This is all your commands. Account, create. You can do all these commands in game with the game master account. So let's go back to the table. Also, you can basically look up creatures, all this stuff, everything. You can also change, where is it? You can also change where you start your character, and you can add more and everything. So yeah, I won't really go into detail on that since I've already made a video on it before. It's yeah, you can just look through my videos and you'll see it. So yeah, that's basically the database. So you can close out of that. Be sure to save if you did, but I really haven't made any changes that I want to save, so don't save. That's for me, but you guys can save if you did change anything. So now everything's set. You've set your database. Well, everything's already set, but you've checked your database. You've checked your logon configs and everything. So now you should start the MySQL that's already started. So yeah, start the world server, and then the auth server, and then start the world server. Wait for the world server to finish. It should give you that beep in the end, or when you see it not really loading anything more, then that should be it. You should be ready to go. Now the auth server, remember how I changed the realmless name? Hold on. Every time you do that, you should most likely change. Well, I forgot to click on save, so that's why I didn't. Well, I didn't forget, but I didn't want to really save it, so that's why it didn't really show me a difference in the realm name. Also, so yeah, that's basically it. But be sure to watch my next video, which is going to be about how to make your World of Warcraft private server website, so everybody can basically register automatically, and you're in. And you don't have to really do anything for them. They do it themselves. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope this helped. Now, let me just tell you guys again, to run the server, make sure that your realmless is on. Set realmless 127.0.0.1 because that's always a problem. Let me just type that in. Set realmless 127.0.0.1. That's how it's gonna look like. Let me just show you that in something big. So it should look like this, and you don't even have to have the capital. It won't really make a difference if you have the capital letters or not. So yeah, this should be your realm list, and you should always run the MySQL auth server and world server in this pattern: MySQL auth server world server, MySQL auth server world server. That's the pattern that you need to run for your server to actually work. So yeah, once you've done that and your realm list is set, log in. But I forgot to show you how to make your own account. So let me show you that. In the world server, you have to wait for that to finish. I'm just going to skip through it. Okay, now I've skipped through it, and this is the last thing you should see. For the first time when it finishes, you should see this. Just click on Allow Access, and I'm just going to minimize everything and open that back up. And so here, the world server has started. It says ready, and it gave me that beep. I don't think you guys heard that because I skipped through it. But anyways, so this is what you want to type in to basically make an account. .account create. Let's just type in, for example, test is the username. Well, let me show you. Username, that's what you type in right here. You type in .account create, and then you type in your username. For now, I'm just going to type in username. hit the space button, type in your password. So in other words, you do this. .account create. I'm gonna make my username Wasim. I'm gonna make my password test. There you go. Enter. Account created Wasim. Now my username is Wasim, my password is test. That's how it is. Now to make your account a game master, and now you can log in by the way with that account. Now to make your account a game master, type in .account create. Now sorry. .account set GM level. Wasim 3 -1. -1 is your first realm, and 3 is the maximum game master level. You can adjust that in the database and like creating your own ranks for game master, but that's something different. For now, 3 is the maximum thing. So you hit .account set GM level, your username, mine is Wasim, space 3, the maximum game master level. There's 0 player, no, 1's player, 2 is moderator, like the person who can ban people and stuff, or mute them, and 3 is the person who can do everything. He's the administrator. Now, space -1. -1 has no space, so space -1 for the first realm. Hit enter. You change security level of account Wasim to 3. There you go. Now, you don't have to restart anything. You can just minimize that and go in the game, but make sure that you have your auth server running, or else the game will not see any realms. So there you go. Now the server is basically set. I have my MySQL running, my auth, and my world server running. You can also close that if you want to. But yeah, so now you can basically log in with a game master account or anything. Now when you create like a regular account, .create tester test. It's automatically, that's the account, tester test. Tester is the username, test is the password. That's automatically a player account. Now .account set GM level 3. GM tester. Let's make it 2. -1. 2. That's a moderator. .account set GM level tester. Let's change it back to 1, a character. Now, moderator, by the way, is the guy who can like ban people. I think he can ban, but he can also mute people from talking. That's basically like the guy who says like the F word to the other guy, and then he swears him back, and then the moderator comes in. He's like, you can't say that in my server, and they just like bans them or something, or mutes them that they can't even talk in the game. So yeah, that's basically it. There's 1, 2, and 3 is all the different security levels, like all the different game master levels, or player or moderator. So yeah, that's basically it. Now you can basically run your server in with that account and everything. When you go back to your database, make sure that you have your MySQL running. You can basically see in the auth server account, 2 accounts have been created with Wasim and Tester, and then you see how the password doesn't really show. It just shows a bunch of crap that you don't even need. But yeah, and yeah, you're basically done, and now you can just log in and do anything. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please do comment, rate, and subscribe. I hope this video really helped you to make a Trinity server, and I know that I've maybe taken too long to really make this video, like watching this video, like it may be like 20 minutes long, I think, or something. But it's really simple. All you do is download the repack. Don't even have to check anything. Create your account and play. It's really that. It should take you like 30 seconds once you have everything. But the reason why it took me 20 seconds so I can really explain to you guys how you can edit the DB, which is the database from MySQL, from Navicat or HeyDSQL. And I also showed you guys how to edit your configs, everything. I also showed you how to run the server, make sure your realm list is changed to set realm list 127.0.0.1, everything. And yeah, so be sure to check the description box below for more download links like Navicat, HeyDSQL, the repack, and some other cool stuff like this wallpaper and some other wallpapers that I have. I could go over that if you want me to. Right here, you can download this, and that's basically it. So thank you guys for watching. Please do comment and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this video. Check the link in the description box below for more download links and everything that you need for this server to work from the download link. And yeah, thank you for watching again. Do comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you guys.